Some of you make your chocolate cakes and it's really so hard. In this video, it is detailed. I will be bringing important tips to you on how to make the moistest ever chocolate cake at home, just the way you love it. Keep watching. Hello everyone, it's your girl Claudie and welcome back to my kitchen. I will be showing you how to make chocolate cake at home. So easy with very few ingredients that you can find in your home. If you're new here, a very big welcome to you. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always watching, liking and commenting. But if you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. To start off, in this mixing bowl, I have my all-purpose flour. If you have cake flour, you can use it as well. But today I'll be going with the all-purpose flour. It works just perfect. I'm adding in 3/4 cups of cocoa powder. If you don't have cocoa powder, sorry, but you definitely need cocoa powder. No substitutions. I just added in my sugar, baking powder. Now comes in my salt. I'm just gonna clean it off my bowl like that, and some baking soda. So guys, in this recipe you need baking powder and baking soda. That is the first tip. Do not miss out the baking soda. All right, so combine the dry ingredients until perfectly mixed. So now for our wet ingredients, I'm just adding in some warm milk. I'm using whole milk. You can use any milk of your choice. Cooking oil, to be precise, I'm using canola oil. Adding in some 2 large eggs at room temperature. They are supposed to be really large eggs. So when everything has come in inside your bowl, I'm just setting up my kettle here, my electric kettle, to boil my water, because it will definitely need boiling water for this recipe. This is one of the secrets to the moistness of the cake. So now I'll just mix all the dry and the wet ingredients until everything is perfectly combined. When everything is perfectly combined, now bring in your boiled water. Okay, your water is supposed to be boiling, so it should be boiled, not at room temperature, not cold, not warm to touch. Very boiled. You can use any baking pan of your choice. I'll be using a round baking pan here. I'll just grease with my oil spray and transfer the batter inside. Your batter is supposed to be runny and thin. If your batter is really thick, forget it. You're not going to have a moist chocolate cake. So it's supposed to be thin and runny like this. I forgot to tell you guys from the beginning. Using baking powder and baking soda, it prevents your cake from having a domed shape in the middle. So do not miss using those two. All right. Slowly stirring it to release some air bubbles in there. Then I'm gonna heat it on my working surface too to release some air bubbles. Let it go to a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 35 minutes. Do not bake more than 35 minutes because that is when your cake starts drying off. And you know what? When it starts drying off, it becomes hard like a rock. So now when my cake has been cooled, I'll just take it out from my baking pan. Then I'll just let it sit again for room temperature to be perfectly cooled again. So keep watching ahead. I'll be showing you the last tip or secret on how to make your chocolate cake or any other cake extra moist. So when the cake has been cooled, at this point, what I do, I wrap in a plastic like this, a plastic, should I say plastic foil or a plastic wrap? Plastic wrap. I wrap perfectly to make sure it is airtight. Then I will let it sit at room temperature for about 3 to 4 hours. Or if you like, you can let it sit overnight at room temperature, not in the refrigerator. All right, let it sit at room temperature, and trust me, you're going to have the moistest ever chocolate cake if you follow these tips. The first is the baking powder and the baking soda. The second is the vegetable oil. The third is the boiled water. The fourth is the baking time. Do not bake more than 35 minutes, like it's gonna be hard. And lastly, wrap in a plastic wrap. See how moist that is looking? I'm just gonna cut it here to show you guys how moist it is looking in the inside. So good. So you can see our cake is looking so good. I hope yours turns out just like this. Thank you so much for watching to this point, and to meet again in my next video. Bye for now, and please let me know how yours turned out. Stay safe.